Okay. Hello. It is I, Notebookle, and today we're here for a different kind of video. Not bad different, probably not good, because I've got some important topics to discuss, as well as I've also been asked some questions that I will be answering today on this video. So, without further ado, I've got not much more to say. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay. So a lot of you probably understand that by looking at my channel, you can see there are a lot of unfinished series that I've started, maybe with an episode or two, and never continued after that. And to explain that, I would always end up either not having the time, or the recording would mess up, or other things would happen, and it would just always like stop the progress of me even doing these, or everyone would be uninterested in it and I would just not continue it. So to explain one of them, I got my phone here. To explain let's go down the list. It's probably easier that way. So going down the list, the first series I had tried starting out was Dumb Pixelmon Times with Friends. That one probably wasn't going to be a series, it was more just a single video for fun. But when I made that video, I noticed there was a lot of lag and issues with the recording, as well as a couple people in it that a couple people that were involved were starting to not be happy with playing the game anymore. So we stopped playing Pixelmon after that, and that was about the only recording we could do for that one. On to the next one, Lifesteal SMP. That one I was actually really excited to start, but by the time I recorded, I know I should have recorded from the start, but I didn't think of the record and make it a series until we had gotten to the point that we were at. And by that time, everyone had gotten bored and left. They quit. So I felt no need to even continue on with that series. Earth SMP. That one also started out about a year ago. All three of the ones I mentioned were a year ago. For that one, when I played the server, there was no lag, but when I checked back on the video and the recording, there was a lot of lag in between each, like every couple seconds, and it was honestly unbearable to watch, and I didn't want to put you guys through that again, as well as the fact that I myself got bored of Earth SMP. I wasn't playing with any friends, I was playing with a bunch of random people, which is fun every now and then, but continuous playing like that is not that fun. So I had quit that series. On to the most recent one that I started a month ago. I had uploaded a Fusion Star Pokemon Infinite Fusion Part 1, Episode 1. That one, I promise I am not quitting. It's just I noticed the issue that when I uploaded the video, my voice could not be heard. When I was editing the video, I was able to hear my voice perfectly fine. I don't understand why you can't hear my voice in the video, but that's how that is going. So until I can fix the issue with the mic and the game audio, I'm not going to be continuing until I get that fixed. I do plan to continue, I just won't be making the next episode until that's finished. On to something I had teased about, I want to say, a couple months ago. I made a YouTube short. Actually, I made 2 YouTube shorts a couple months ago. First one was in August. The next one was in December. Both of them had teased at something with the name Epic Heroes Unleashed. That is a series that I am working on making and having upcoming. It's going to be coming soon, hopefully. And that one will hopefully take off. It's a Fisk Heroes Minecraft series. And it's going to be on the more of the side of a scripted like series. It's going to be like a show, like a TV show. It's going to be a bunch of superheroes. It's going to have like something along the lines, hopefully better writing than the CW, and hopefully better effects than the CW too. But I'm currently working on the script still for that, as well as we're working on the hero pack. We're coding it and getting all the textures done for it. We're almost done all the stuff we need for season 1, but we still need to record. And the issue with that is servers. Servers are not cheap. I have bought a server for the series, and we have almost fully completed the map. Now the issue is I haven't been able to pay for it recently because I haven't had a job. I had to quit my job the 1st of February. So it's been a while. It's been over a month since I've been out of a job and I haven't been able to pay for it. Luckily, Sparked has been kind enough to not delete my server yet, and I just got done with an interview today. That's why I'm dressed up. I had decided to come back home and record this video to get this out for you guys. I just had an interview at a new job. Hopefully I can get accepted into that job in that position so that way I can start making money and I can start paying for the server. I'd also like to start being able to pay the people that have worked on the pack, because I don't like having all these people work under me and doing all these nice and wonderful things for me when I can't even give them anything in return. Now, a lot of these people are going to be in the series as well. They have their own characters, they're part of the cast. So I'm not that worried about what I can give to them because they're inside of it. They got their own roles to play, some of them. And so that's the issue we're having right now, is trying to get enough money to start up the server again so we can get back to working on it. And then if I get accepted in this job, I can confirm we will be doing the series. And I promise you we will start releasing episodes eventually. We're going to release episode 0, which is going to be a pre-episode to the season, a pre-season episode, but it's also going to kind of work like a trailer, so that way you guys can understand where the story's coming from. Now on to the questions. I will go ahead and bring them up real quick. I had asked my Discord to give me some questions today so I can answer. So the first one was sent by Marky. How hard is it to mod things that you mod? Okay, he didn't type it out right, but I'm gonna guess what he's trying to ask is how hard is it to mod the things that you do, and what mods do you use? So we don't really make mods in the server. We're more or less just code hero packs because that's what we're really working on, is Epic Heroes Unleashed. Now how hard is it to oh wait, no, that's probably my fault. I think what he meant was how hard is it to mod the things that you do, that you make, and what do you use to mod, like to make the mods. What do we use to make the mods? There's a bunch of other things. For me, I like to make the skins, the textures and stuff on Blockbench, as well as you can make models there too. You can make a lot of like textures, skins, models there. You can even do animations on it. It's a very reliable one. I do suggest it. And any kind of text editor you could really use for the coding aspect of it. I know M Creator, the Minecraft like modding thing, that one's available, although you do have to be careful. It's not available for versions 1.12.2 and below, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember how low you can go, but I know that 1.12.2 and under are not available anymore on M Creator. They had to remove those versions. So for the coding side, you could use M Creator and any type of pretty much text editor. I know that you can probably search a couple online. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. It's not on my computer at the time. And then for models, textures, skins, and stuff, like you want to make like a bunch of that, you can go ahead and do that on Blockbench. I do suggest that one. North had asked, do you condone evil cheese? No, North. I do not condone evil cheese. Alright, Timeless. How was episode 8 of Invincible? if you're talking about season 2 and 3, I would hope you are not, because I have not watched them yet. I am only on season 2, episode 2 of Invincible. Episode 8 of season 1, though, if I remember correctly. I think I liked that one. That one was pretty good. I liked the fight that was in it. I liked the fights that were in it. They were pretty good. Serious one, an actual serious question from North. How did the job interview go? So to answer this question, it was actually a very easy interview, very fast interview. I've only ever really been in 2 interviews, this one and another one, so I can't really say how fast they usually are, but my first interview was roughly 30 minutes long. This one was less than 10. She asked the interviewer, she went to me, she asked me all the questions she wanted to know, and I answered them to the best of my ability, and yeah, everything was really nice. She was kind, she didn't ask me to speak up. I'm not usually a loud talker. I'm usually quiet because that's how normal my voice is. I have to speak up all the time. I have to raise my voice a lot for people to hear me. But yeah, besides that, the interview went really well. She was nice, she was kind, she asked me questions, I answered them, she said she'd get back to me, and I left within 10 minutes. It was a very easy interview, it wasn't that hard to get to, and I do hope that I get the job. Alright, so that's all the questions I currently have right now. If they give me any more during the recording, then we'll get to them. But on to the next bit of this video. Let me go ahead and do this. Over here, I have Minecraft set up, and that is because I'm going to be. Oh god, it's really laggy, and this is what I was talking about by the issue of the lag. Yeah, it's not going that well, but I do want to show off a couple things. This is so far what I have in front of me right now is just velocity, all the different velocity suits. I wanted to showcase some of these to you guys to YouTube, so that way you guys can understand a couple of the characters. So, we're gonna get a couple of characters set up here. You know, I think I'll just grab them every now and then. I don't think I want to grab them from inventory. Please, game. Yeah, this is the issue that I have with recording, is that the lag is rather bad. Okay, so I think we're gonna do velocity first. We have the first velocity, year 1 style. We are fixing the texture. I realized that both of these 2 suits right here don't have the earpieces, but we have normal velocity as well as the stealth alt. There's gonna be stealth in the series, a stealth episode or maybe 2 throughout the series, and I have a suit for that. So velocity is the character I will be playing, and he's got a mask toggle, you know, and he is of course a speedster. He can go up to speed level 5. Keep it at 2 for now. No, he's got orange lightning. Not, you know, a lot, but anyway, as you can see at the top left, he's got super speed, he's got slow motion, and then there's also toggle blade, also known as the Speed Force construct. So I know that a couple YouTubers do some stuff similar to this, where they have like a blade for a speedster, and that's due to the fact that the CW show introduced them in the 6th season at the end. It was a bit of a wonky CGI, and a lot of people didn't like it, but I personally enjoyed it. I thought it was nice. It was definitely funny and all that, but yeah. So we have a blade, but there's one other ability. The blade can, you know, of course, you can punch with it and all that. There's one more ability to this character, and that is lightning throw. You can throw lightning, and yeah, that's pretty much that. Here's the stealth alt. It's also got the mask toggle. Yeah, as you can see, it's got fingers gloves as well on both suits. Yeah, so the lighting is still orange. Alright, let's move on to we'll do this one for now. This suit was never meant to appear in the series. It might, maybe for something. I don't know yet. As of right now, this is a non-canon suit. It is known as the Velocity Futuristic Tech Suit. That is because it's got this. It's got a nice math toggle with that. We use super speed. He's got the blade. This version of me can go up to 7 speed bars. Still got the orange lightning. This one does have a different sound, but I couldn't sound it down because I feel like this is the only way you guys will be able to hear me, is that if I cut out the sound entirely. So, he's also got slow motion vision, all that. And he's got one more ability. Oh, well, let me forget, also the lightning throw, that's also there. Alright, and we also got one more ability. It's not animated fully yet, but it's called Speed Force Conduit. Basically, it's the same thing that Godspeed had done in season 6 or 7 of the show, of the Flash CW show. I don't really remember. But he basically sends out, is absorbing electricity, or he's sending it out. He's sending out the Speed Force energy. For my character, though, it's mainly just meant for display effects and all that. It's the only time he ever shows up with that. And then I can toggle on and off the suit, of course. Now, that is the Velocity Tech Suit. We're going to move on to the last suit for Velocity, also known as the Final Run. These are the only ones that are coded currently, but here they are. So we have the Velocity Final Run, and then there's also the Velocity Lights alt. This one also isn't currently canon, but I am thinking of working a way into it. Currently, the mask toggle does not work. We are working on that as a bug. Go back to the original. So as you can see, this one's got a couple more abilities. For speed, it's got up to 7 speed bars. 5 of them are normal. They are the normal speed color. Sorry, 6 of them are the normal speed color. And then for a little bit of lore, I'm not going to really talk about it much, but he's also got a 7th speed bar, which is white lightning. He loses the Speed Force aura effect around him, and he gains the white lightning. In this one, he can also toggle down slow motion for speedsters. So basically, this video is not just a Q&A, but I also wanted to go over the hero pack for you guys. So, he's also got the lightning bar. Can't really make it white when you have speed levels of white, but I'm not too worried about it. It's not something it's not a huge issue. To me, at least. He's also got phasing. Go ahead and just... Okay, well, the lag is admittedly making it worse for me. But, yeah, so there is phasing. I can go through walls. Pretty sure if I hold it real quick. Yeah, there you go. As you can see, that one's around. Wait, I forgot. Spectator requires a number. I think it was 3? Or not. Okay, I guess we're just gonna... A bit of a waste of time, but anyway, yeah, you can see that the phasing works. There's one more ability. It's called Tornado Arms. This one isn't fully animated. This isn't animated yet, but it's got, this Tornado Arms. When we get the animations done, it's gonna look so much better. It's not gonna look like he's screaming, but yeah. So that's it for Velocity. Now, on to another character. Epic Heroes Unleashed. We'll go down the list. So we got Boy Scout. I'm going to put on both versions so you guys get to see. So, Boy Scout is a character that you guys should recognize from another series, also known as Heroic Awakening. You guys should go check them out. They're on episode 9 already. And Boy Scout is a character in there. He's also a character in here because, not to say too much, but both series, Epic Heroes Unleashed and Heroic Awakening, are a part of the grand scheme of the multiverse here. So this is a prototype version of the Boy Scout suit. And so, yeah, it's a very, very prototype version. He's got repulsors on the arm. I'm not going to try and fly because of the lag, but if you really want to know, he's got the same flight as Falcon does. He's also got something else. He's got dual tactical tonfas. So, he's a close combat fighter as well. And whenever he's not flying, he's then got the Boy Scout shield that attaches to the gauntlets. Now this is, of course, just a prototype version, so it doesn't look the best. But then we have the actual Boy Scout suit. The lights aren't fully finished yet. As you can see, the lighting here is on while the lights aren't here or not. Now, same thing going around. He's got the pulsars, hand cannons, if you want to call them that, and dual tactical tonfas. And here's the suit, jetpack. Let's go and get up to the shield. Looks like this on this version of it. It's pretty nice looking. I like it. And then here are his wings. There they are. The Boy Scout wings. He's basically a combination of Captain America, Tony. He's a combination of America's warrior, Captain America, the very bright genius mind and billionaire Tony Stark, and also a mix of Falcon, as you can tell, from the wings. Boy Scout is a hero in the series, just like Velocity. He will be introduced a lot later on in the season, so we're not going to go over too much on him. I'm not going to talk too much about it. Here we have Chaos Omega. Now, for Chaos Omega is one of the first villains of the series. He is, if you saw, Chaos Omega Mark 1. He is an Iron Man variant. Now, this is basically a version of the Mark 1 that Tony Stark has, although a little bit more tech savvy because this wasn't built in a cave with a box of scraps, if you get that reference. This one was built in our scientist lab, in Epic Heroes Unleashed, called Unleashed Laboratories. Now, his only abilities are the flame flight. Now, for the flight, the flames aren't working, and currently it's infinite, but we are working on fixing that. Hopefully soon. Anyway, and then the only other ability he has is Flamethrower. He will have much more punch damage, of course. I don't know if he has already. Yeah, so he does. I don't think he has more punch damage, but he does have. He will get more punch damage, but he does have all this stuff. All right, now we're gonna go for Emerald Arachnid. Not to be confused with Arachne from Hero Up Awakening. He is another green spider-based character, although this one, he's just a spider. So he's got the PS4 type webs and web dip, and then he can also, if I can do this correctly, hopefully. There we go. He can, of course, use his web shooters to swing around, hang on things, all that sort of stuff. If you can see on the abilities, he's also got slow motion vision. You gotta hold that down. And then he's also got a wingsuit. Not to be confused with web wings. He's not that tech savvy as of right now. He can't figure out how to get his webs to actually work to glide. So he's not going to be as fast in the air as most spiders, but he still has a wingsuit. A very nice textured wingsuit, textured by stars. He works on the pack with us. As you can see, if you can get to see some good moments, there you go. You get to see the nice looking texture of the wingsuit. It's a nice green texture. But anyway, so that is Emerald Arachnid. Not much to him for now. He's just a normal spider being. Let's move on to the next. The next one is going to be Energy Crusader. He is a tier 8. Currently a villain. As of right now, most of his abilities work, just not Freeze Breath. Freeze Breath just does this. For the time being, it's definitely not what we want to go for. Anyway, he's got the laser vision. He's got blue lasers. Energy Crusader is like a Superman Viltrumite mix. His race are Melanites. They are a race of energy absorbers, so he absorbs energy through different means of different people. Can't absorb Speed Force energy though, so that is one of his biggest downsides. He cannot absorb that. He can run faster at a speed level of 2, so he runs up to about 100 kilometers an hour. He has a mass toggle, which is his enraged state, which looks a lot better for the laser vision. We do want to get to the point where the only time the laser vision will be really fast to activate is with this, because I do want to eventually for it to charge up, like say you're holding it and then boom, finally activates when it's not in his enraged state, because I just feel like that would be a lot better. And then he also has Lightning Blast. Melanites, they can live up for millions of years old. I don't remember how old they do, but they do. They live a really long time, and every couple hundreds of years they get new powers and new weaknesses. Energy Crusader is, if I remember, either 600 years old or 600,000, somewhere around there. So he's been through a couple different power changes and different. He can also fly. He's an electrical flight, and his flight is around as fast as speed level 5, 6, 7, 5 to 7. I want to say he's around speed level 5 to 7 with his flight, so he can fly pretty quick. He also, unlike a lot of characters you'll ever really see, is he has a really high leap. He can jump up to all the way up. He can jump on top of the building if I really tried. He can jump up on the top of that crevice right up there. So he can jump really high. Let's see if I can get it to go up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. So you're able to jump rather high with Energy Crusader. Currently I'm using the New York map that was made for this mod. This isn't going to be the one we use for the series, but it was the one I had on for the video. And so Energy Crusader's weakness, believe it or not, is fire. When he's around fire, he's going to be weakened and slowed down by a great deal. Now, the radius is, if I remember, let's try it. Counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I still weakened? Yep. Let's go 6. Okay, so it's got a radius of about 5 blocks. It's his weakness. So it's not overpowering on him, and it seems weak, but that's just because it's one fire source. Adding a bunch of them, it increases it does make it, from let's say from that one, I now have to go about here. I have to go, I think, around here, if I remember. Yeah, I'd have to be over here just to even stay away from the fire. So Energy Crusader has that weakness. Let's go and get rid of all this. That's about it for Energy Crusader. He's not really a villain, I won't say too much, but he basically crash landed on Earth, and the government's been tracking him ever since, wanting to capture him, experiment on him and his tech, and take his tech, and so he's not liking that very well. So he's not really a villain, but he's definitely not on the side of the law. You can count him as something, whatever you want. Now we have Frosted Archer. Frosted Archer, as of right now, is not played by anyone. It's not a canon character. This is a trans character. And that's just due to the person who was originally playing. So they do have a mass toggle. They can put their hood on and take it off whenever. They are an archer, so let's go and grab the bows and stuff like that. And just do this. So as you can see, all of that, he's got archery. He's got a nice little quiver. And nice looking arrows. Let's go and aim down a bit so you can see. Nice orange tipped arrows and stuff like that. But that's not it for Orange Archer, or Frosted Archer. Orange Archers are going to be, it's the best work of their original name, but they're also a cryokinetic, so they can throw ice. They can also, when activating their ice, their eyes get covered, so they don't have that issue of the cold. Their hands freeze up, and then they can walk on water and turn it to ice. And there's another thing it's about the only thing with the Archer, not much of a difference from a normal Archer, just has ice abilities. Then we have the main villain for probably Season 1 is Nyx. Nyx is an Umber Kinetic, but a very powerful one at that. very strong. She can manipulate shadows from just about everyone, including others and herself. So, she's got the Shadow Beam. It doesn't last long, but does heavy amounts of damage. It's going to grab like someone like a zombie. No, an Iron Golem. Iron Golem would be better. Iron Golem will be able to test out a lot better. So here is the Shadow Beam. It also does push back a lot, but whenever you do get a lot of the damage in, it does do a good amount of damage. I wish I could grab the mod to showcase the actual damage I put. Well, let's see here. So took about. It also doesn't have a. Yeah, there we go. So it took about 4 Shadow Beams, which is still pretty good. And then she also has Shadow Form, which lasts a good amount of time, as you can see. She also can't take fall damage, as you can see there. Let me go ahead and just go up here, and then boom, as you can see. She can catch herself in the middle of the air. She can fly, of course. It's not a very fast flight, it's more something akin to Doctor Strange's flight. It's like a levitation-based flight. But yeah, so she cannot take fall damage because she catches herself before 30 blocks. She then has Shadow Warp, where she can teleport between shadows. I like this design. This one's a lot better than what we were originally going to plan out to do. But then she also has her increasingly overpowered Shadow Dome. Shadow Dome usually doesn't do much, but in this scale, it's rather big. As you can see, it is a really big Shadow Dome. This thing is about 100 blocks from one end to the other, I want to say. Let's go up a bit. As you can see, she has a really big Shadow Dome. But this isn't all that she can do, at least series-wise. Eventually she'll be able to do a lot more later on in the series. Not going to tell you what, because we're going to leave that up to you guys watching. And so the other ability she has is the ability to create shadow minions. And we're going to cut over and go to Nyx's minions. I'm not too happy with these textures. We're going to work a bit on them, but here we have the minion, which just has a weakened version of the Shadow Beam, as well as the Shadow Warp. I don't think they can fly. I don't remember if they can fly or not. We're going to test that out now. I can stop lagging. Okay, yeah, so they can fly. They can fly around the same as Nyx can, but while they don't have damage, they have numbers, because Nyx can create a lot of them, and they also have their Shadow Warp. So, that's definitely nice. Not much going on there, but Nyx can create those minions. Next, we have Quick Strike. Quick Strike is currently a non-canon version of a character. Then we have the Reverse Alt, because Quick Strike is a hero who uses artificial speed. He also has the Mass Toggle. His speed color is white. He can go up to 4 speed bars of white speed. This is considered his maximum normal speed amount. As you can see, he does have the red eyes, and that's because, here's the bit of lore I'm about to drop on you guys. Quick Strike taps into the negative speed force using his artificial speed, albeit accidentally. So, let me go ahead and just put on the other version of the suit real quick, just so I can show you guys. Still white speed, so that way you guys know. When we go up to speed level 4, 5, and 6, his max speed, he has red lightning. This is when he's pushing himself too hard, or if he enrages himself too much. The texture isn't fully done for him, as the back of the head shows. It's red when it's not supposed to be. But yeah, and in this form, let me go ahead and just go into survival mode. If I run around for a bit, you'll see I start taking damage. And that is because Quick Strike's pushing himself too far. He's not supposed to be going this speed, and so he hurts himself when he runs. Albeit, when you lower speed, say down to 4 at least for the white speed, you don't have that issue because you're not pushing yourself hard anymore. So Quick Strike, slower than velocity when using his artificial speed, but faster than velocity year 1 when he's using his connection to the negative speed force. And so that's it for Quick Strike. It's a pretty interesting character. We don't even want to play him as of right now. We did at one point, but we sadly had to remove him from the play. We had to remove him from the team because of some disagreements. And so here's Shaden. Shaden isn't done yet. We want to make him into a single armor piece, and he is a symbiote. He's a symbiote closely resembling Carnage. Currently, he has 4 tentacles. He's supposed to have, I'm pretty sure, 6. The tentacles aren't finished either. We're going to make them a lot more slim and do a lot more with them. He's also going to eventually have a mass toggle that lets him uncover half the face, hopefully. He's got the jab, the grab, and the strike. And yeah, there's all that. And then he's also got Shaden. He's also got his Shaden blades, but as of right now, we don't have them in the pack. So I know not a lot done for him, but he can do some of that. So moving on from Shaden, who will be a very interesting thing, we have Tech Arc. Tech Arc does have his normal version and corrupted version. And Tech Arc is, I can't remember if I have him as a hero or villain, but as of right now, I'm pretty sure he's a hero, but he does get corrupted by the tech inside his suit. He's got cybernetic limbs like his hand, and his 2 feet are cybernetically enhanced. His eyes do glow, as well as a bunch of the other corrupted parts on his body, as you can see. He does have a blast from the right arm, so you can't see it in first person. He can block with his right arm. He does have a sonic device, which also isn't done, and he can discharge energy, which it allows him to shoot out a bit of a beam. Let's go and take off the corrupted so I can show you the non-corrupted Tech Arc. Non-corrupted Tech Arc still has his eyes glowing and his tech glowing, but he's not corrupted by the tech that's on his body. I don't really remember whether or not it's actually the tech that's corrupting him, or the power source inside the tech, or something else that's corrupting him. But everything else is the same. Just he has Iron Man based flight without the flames, so he's pretty nice. So then head back over to here. Got the superhero landing. Energy Crusader does not have that yet, but he will be getting that. I'm pretty sure we'll be adding that to him soon. Next character is Tempest Volt. Tempest Volt is the rival to Velocity. Basically, this also isn't the finished design texture. Currently, we just have a reused asset for the final run suit, as you can see. Now, he is a negative speed force user as well. He can go up to speed level 5. He's just ever so slightly slower than final run. He does get fast in the series, don't worry. He doesn't have a math toggle as of right now. Eventually, maybe he will, but I don't know. He's got super speed, he gets slow motion, he's got tornado arms, which again aren't animated yet. Now, for the one thing that's different about these speedsters is that this guy right here, his difference is he doesn't just have the negative speed force. He's also got a separate power of just straight up electrokinesis. So he, instead of using a blade, he can shoot out a charged lightning beam. He can charge up himself, and instead of throwing lightning, he will shoot out large beams of lightning. So that's about it for Tempest Volt for now. He's basically the Fallen to Velocity. Moving on, we have the Blink. The Blink is fully finished, fully done. Nothing else needs to be changed about him. He does have the mask toggle, and then you put on the glasses. They all look really nice, really well. You can aim and shoot out vibe blasts, which look really good, might I say. He's also got, while holding down aim, you can teleport using your portals. And then, last but not least, when you're not aiming, you then have your vibe blasts. Now, they're different from the shorter little vibe shoot blasts, but this time it is a charged beam. Now he's a breacher, just like Vibe, or known as Cisco Ramon in the show, and also this guy was based on him, but I feel like some characters are a little similar, you know. Anyway, on to the next one. We got the Shadow Reaper. Shadow Reaper isn't fully finished. We do want to make some custom models for him, but as of right now, he's currently just got the Chronos rifle. Hopefully we can actually make a proper rifle for him. Yeah, so he's got the Chronos rifle. He shoots out blasts. He's basically an assassin using a very high-tech suit. So like grapple gun too. You know, very nice and easy. What's left? He's also got his utility belt, which just has some smoke belts. You know, not much going on with him. There will be more added to him eventually, as well as the custom gun we'll be giving him instead of the Chronos rifle. Yeah, so that's it for Shadow Reaper. Moving on, we have a Time Wraith. Time Wraiths are embodiments. Okay, so the texture is finished, but the coding isn't done for the character, so you're not supposed to be able to see yourself under the suit. It's basically just supposed to show the suit itself, and you'll be able to see your arms and stuff like that. It's a floating ghostly entity. It's got Ruptured Scythe. We do have a fully made scythe ready for him. We just have to add it in, and it will be replacing the Ruptured Scythe. Time Wraiths are the police force of the Speed Force. They are sent by the Speed Force after speedsters who mess with time. So, you know, we have a Time Wraith. I bet you can understand what we'll be doing in probably a couple episodes. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Not much to him. He's intangible, so he can go through blocks. He's in an infinite state of flight because they don't have legs. They are always flying, and they are always intangible. It's not true intangibility. You can be hit while in this. He doesn't have much higher. I think he does have an increased amount of damage as well. 8 punch damage added on to his scythe. So he is strong. He's supposed to be able to take down speedsters, and he's also fast when flying too. Next we have Tremor. Tremor is going to be a villain in the series. Probably a one-off villain, someone like that. She has the ability of Tremors. So she can, well, right-click the ground and create a tremor, or I'm going to go ahead and move away real quick, or we can smash the ground. She's very strong. She got her powers in the same time that Velocity had, but she's using them for evil. She's got 7 punch damage, so she's really strong, but she does have minus 75% weapon damage, so she won't be using a weapon. And then here's her actual villain outfit she'll be using a lot more often. Anyway, time to move on. We then have Vigilante is just Frosted Archer from before. It's the orange Archer character I talked about. We don't have textures for it made yet, but we're working on it. I'm going to skip this one for a bit because I want to leave that one for last, since it's one of the better suits. It's also finished. Windor is not finished, but he does have wind control. He's got aerokinesis, so he's max toggles in the works, so you can see it's not really working right now, but he's got flight. He can shoot out little wind blasts. He's got a wind shield. He's got vortex arms, just like speedsters do, and then he's got a wind beam. He is also, I think, a villain in the series. Let me just make sure. I'm tired of not remembering exactly how or what characters they are. We are still working on a couple more characters as well. Windor was a hero. Okay, Windor is a hero. And what was the other one that I had not remembered? Let me get that one out for you guys as well. Tech Arc. Tech Arc I don't know yet. I don't think we've actually discussed it with the guy who's coding him, because it was just recently in, but yes, that's Windor. Tech Arc is not also in yet as hero villain. We'll figure that out later. But last but not least, we have Violet Sorcerer. Violet Sorcerer is a mix of Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch, as you can probably tell by the design choice of the mask. Let's go ahead and put on both versions. He's got his normal trench coat one and his beginning style. His beginning style we're going to put on first. Basically, this is how he was when he was younger, just learning how to use his abilities. I'm not going to show the power checks, I'm going to show them in the suit. He's basically, it's a nice looking suit. Actually, I'll talk about it now. So we can toggle the shield, or also use his magic circles. Right clicking, he's got his purplish red magic dark arc. He's got his dark arcs. Sorry, dark arts. He's a villain, of course. And of course we can do this to do this. And he's got two abilities here. He's got a blade. Very nice looking blade. And then he's got Void Consumption, which is a really beautiful looking beam. This character's also finished. Nothing else to do with him. But he's really good. I like the way he looks. And here is his actual suit. And that's not what I wanted to do. Did I throw it? Nope, it deleted. Of course. This is the last one we'll be delving into. Here we go. Violet Sorcerer. So when you toggle on the things, you can then fly. He's also got more of a Doctor Strange-esque flight. So he's not fast with flying, but he's definitely very useful. I'm pretty sure there was one more ability, but we have to be on the ground for that. Or not. Okay. I do need to get that fixed with my coders and stuff like that, because he should be able to use his magic spells even with his magic circles on, but it's not spell wheel. He has blindness, whip, astropheric, earth swallowing, and duplication. He's basically got all these different types of magic. He's a sorcerer supreme of sorts, but evil in every way. And this is his purple trench coat. And well, that is all for the review over Epic Heroes Unleashed of what we got so far. There have been some teasers we're working on, but if you want to go see those, you're going to have to join the Discord. Not much I think to talk about. Yeah, I don't have anything else I gotta be talking about. So let me go ahead and go here. Let's bring this back up. Alright. Anyway, so that is Epic Heroes Unleashed and all the questions that I've had to talk about with you guys. I do promise to work on this some more. Hopefully if I get the job, we can work on this a lot more. And I'm going to work on the problem with my mic when it comes to in-game and the desktop audio messing with each other, so that way I can continue working on the Infinite Fusion gameplay. I have not played since that, so that way I'm not going to be ahead of you guys of what you guys know and have seen on the last video. If you do want to, I do suggest watching the video. You won't be able to hear me speak. Maybe you might be able to every now and then, every like couple words coming from me throughout the video if you have your volume all the way up. But it's a pretty good gameplay. I found out a lot of cool Easter eggs and tricks you can do in the game, so I cannot wait to show you guys when I do start up with the episode 2. I can then do them. But that's about it for the episode. And so if you guys have enjoyed the video, please do like and subscribe. It helps out a lot. Do comment down below like what your favorite part of the video was. If you have any more questions you'd like me to ask, and I will ask them. I will answer them in upcoming videos and stuff like that. I do have a lot more projects to get working on, and I do have to get a job, so I'm not gonna be too active on YouTube. I mean, I'm usually not, but I've been trying to get a lot more active recently, and that's what the attempt was for Pokemon Infinite Fusion and this series is. But until I get a job, I am probably not going to make another video. So I did just get through an interview today, like I had mentioned in the beginning of the episode, so I'm hoping that I do get the job so I can start doing things for you guys. Anyway, that's it for the video. Like I said, please like and subscribe. It helps out a lot more than you could ever imagine. Comment down below. Comment down below your favorite character that you have seen so far in this video for Epic Heroes Unleashed. And let me know whether or not you want to see more. Because I would really like to hear your guys' ideas on it as well. Do join the Discord server. I'm going to try to put the link in the description and in the comments. And yeah, that's all. So I hope you guys have had a fun time watching this video, and have a good one.